back-to-back on the main stage. It's a thing, you know, like you can have really good days, you can have bad days. The days you want to peak is on the main stage. And I think something that's really good for Gaimin Gladiators in general is that, oh, hang on.
Nice cookie. He's going to close the gap here for Yuragi to right-click Tofu. Pops that Fairy Fire, but the Jingu is up, and First Blood goes to Yuragi. Gets a little bit of HP back thanks to the Boundless Strike Jingu combo. But OG first on the board.
And this is a very good lane, really. Okay, I mean, there's kind of a... Okay, I take that back. That's a really cute dog with a hot dog in the Dire base. All right.
Could be Onion.
could be anyone.
Scatterblast onto Ace. Yuragi's
Mars in trouble
though.
too.
The cookie set up. Boundless Strike. Sunstrike's coming as well. And Ace, one right click away, and Yuragi takes it. On the other side, Amar did fall to Duraccio. And Celery able to get out, so no trade at the top lane, but a trade basically globally for Boom on the Tiny, who is now smoked. So we'll see if they can, I mean, with the TP coming into the top lane, we'll see if they can punish this a little bit.
Yep. This should be a good rotation. If they kill Amar again, they actually stifle his game
run
a lot
into
here.
Taiga instead. They won't be as happy with this potential trade. And Taiga will be the sacrifice for OG, which again, they're going to be relatively happy. Although he did TP there. He was the one that TP'd, so
he did, but it's a
long walk.
It's a much smaller prize to claim. And in the meantime,
lane cookie. So much setup for this Sunstrike, and Yuragi still ends up with the kill himself. And he is off to the races, 4-0 to start the game. All 4 kills.
Off. You need to make a perfectly timed move with your next Snapfire ult to not have the sounds available again. Seems like it was a big part of why Gaimin did pick this hero in this game.
Duraccio, Requiem, there it is. Do they have the raise? Yep, and Ace is here as well.
Huge
big kill for Gaimin Gladiators off of the Invis rune from Duraccio. But it's going to get punished to a degree. Ace will fall.
Nothing comes for free. Tryouts. For the first time in the game, now a minor gold lead for Gaimin Gladiators. I love that move from Gaimin Gladiators. Really good stuff. They not only do they get the Aegis, but keep in mind this Radiant lineup is incredibly good at killing Roche. So the fact that you take it away from them is almost as valuable as getting it yourself. Duraccio would have loved to have it now.
The Aegis could have been on him, but instead he would have died twice in this scenario, I would assume. Although, you can see Gaimin starting to pincer in a bit. The Avatos onto 3, Misha very low, nice Firestorm from Ace as Yuragi kind of separated from his team, attempting to TP out, and he will be able to TP successfully. Just bare that Gaimin was able to claim for themselves. It feels like it's OG's momentum right now to a degree, despite that Roche.
This aggressive move from OG could actually fail horribly. They don't know that they're visible under the ward.
And the toss, Requiem to follow. Yuragi is mega dead, and here comes Ace with the Fiend's Gate. Misha's going to be the second kill, so nice pickups for Gaimin.
What a sick ward. Like, I totally understand OG don't expect there to be vision there minute 19 around their own I mean, even just the extra little bit of fear is actually very helpful.
Why are you laughing? Isn't that the best part? It's so good.
I mean, it's half a second, right?
He gets initiated on by Amar, who pops his newly picked up BKB, continuing to bash away as the Wraith Pact is placed. The Global Silence is not really going to dissuade OG from continuing any further. And Taiga, he's going to get the backup of the rest of his team now. Now the focus is entirely on Ace, and the Mortimer's Kisses are going to be enough. Double kill for BZM off the back foot of this. 3 dead for Gaimin as they are punished severely for entering OG's jungle.
And Global Silence.
Run right into Misha. As Roche is abandoned temporarily, but Ace is caught out. Yuragi gets off his ultimate, but he's taking heavy damage, has to pop the BKB, and now everybody tries to reset as the Global Silence comes in. Kind of resets his fight to a degree as Boom gets the Avatos onto Misha. It's going to be close on this kill. Finally finds that's just the first death in this engagement. As you can see, Amar going to town on the BKB SF through the song. And he's going to find that kill relatively easily, but he's going to be traded as a double kill for Celery of all heroes. And it turns into a 3 for 2. BZM has to ghost walk away. Yuragi's still fine and healthy, as the rest of Gaimin might have to reset a bit as 2 cores have died. And really the trade is for 2 supports as BZM nets the double kill thanks to that Sunstrike. And with that, Gaimin have to abandon this for the time being.
Here we go.
Less than a minute left on the Aegis, so see how OG want to try to approach this.
Do they have any offensive force stops?
Boundless Strike, and look at the damage! The Aegis is just gone like that. Now the Wukong's command into the Meteor, and Dyrachyo dies a second time in the blink of an eye. Ace has to BKB Fiend's Gate away, and the rest of Gaimin have to ditch. Celery doesn't have that opportunity, and it looks like Tofu's TP gets canceled as well, so 3 dead as OG just on another level here. Now with a 12K lead.
Yeah, I was looking if there was a potential offense.
Had the presence of mind to go outside the Wukongs to hit a couple random enemies to get the bashes up again.
Yeah.
To be able to get the literal perma bash is insane.
Yep.
Man.
Clean.
So hard to play against that. As Tree Volley coming in. Boom. Oh,
okay.
Some damage gets the Avatos back into the pit. And they're going to get some form of revenge onto Amar. But they're going to need a lot more of that to get back in this game.
Well, they could at least claim a mid-tier 2. I don't think Amar is interested in going back for that unless OG do get a very clean setup once again. But maybe they're going to just try to defend it the aggressive way. They're pushing top and
he's initiated on. The sheep stick is there. And he is deleted.
They can actually force them back here. They can defend their tier 2 tower mid by pushing top. The OG or Gaimin Gladiators have to come back here. They're sending back the Underlord for now.
Forge Spirits won't be able to finish it off, although boom, he's going to get ensnared, and you can see Gaimin have already TP'd a couple heroes, so they don't have that many in numbers. Boundless Strike connects as well. Dyrachyo has to Requiem to try to zone away the rest of OG, but there's the Sheep Stick and the Meteor with the Mortimer's Kiss. There's so much fire destroying the Stone Man as BZM able to get his BKB off, but you can see the song being used, and now they're just going to focus down the BKB targets for the time being. So 2 dead in favor of OG. With the Wukong's command, Boundless Strike onto 2, and Gaimin are getting destroyed.
Oh, so clean. What an insane fight from OG. Everything landing perfectly. Man, great spellcasting synergy. The way they set up that kill on Tiny and take advantage of him not having BKB is just so clean, right? And snare into the scatter blast damage so he can't.
In fact, he's going to have half the soul, so won't be as powerful as he could be. Scotty now picked up by Yuragi. That's 2 lanes. And now trying to go for the megas. Boom. He's going to get initiated on mid-tree volley, and look how fast he dies again. Scatter Blast finishes him off. He does have buyback this time, though. But at this point, it's going to be mega creeps. As Gaimin, they're just getting zoned out by BZM, who has a delicious meatball surprise with that refresher. And the global silence is there.
Can't play. Like, he's literally just
He just dies on the outskirts as the rest of Gaimin are stuck in their freaking fountain right now. Good lord. OG, I think it's just a range racks on the top to be able to get those mega creeps as Yuragi pops the BKB. Boom, with a pretty good tree volley, but it's not enough damage at this stage of the game. As they're going to be able to finish off, and that's a dieback for Mr. Boom himself. And it looks like game 1 as GG's come out, go to OG in extremely convincing fashion. And I know we came in thinking OG would be the favorites coming in, and they're showing why here. They're able to play greedy with double Midas, and it worked out.
It did. Gaimin Gladiators went for one of their, tried and tested and true strategies, but they didn't get the lead that they needed. They're very used to when playing these
back in the day, but that hasn't really been as much of a thing for the mid-pango. Or you're relying on your team to get the
I kind of like Diffusal here still, right?
You're going to go for that regardless, right? But like,
yeah, after Diffusal, I don't know, is BKB enough?
Celery?
Yeah.
That's going to be first blood for Amar. And Dyrachyo has to be careful. He's going to pop the rage, though.
This bottom lane got basically twice as strong when Taiga hit level 3. It is such a huge turning point for Clockwork's ability to play offensively. Like, heroes that can usually somewhat trade with you just get absolutely destroyed all of a sudden because you more than double the damage of Battery Assault. It goes from 20 to 45 from that level 1 to 2. One of the biggest spell upgrades in the entire game, in my opinion. All right, good setup.
Mid with the Frostbite, a lot of damage to BZM, but he gets off the swash.
Oh, the miss
from Boom.
He still got
low ground, but he still finds the kill in the end.
Very close.
That was very close to being extremely unfortunate for Boom.
If Taiga had enough mana for Cogs, he might have actually survived there. They find the Jakiro.
They get trampled down, and Yuragi gets off the time dilation. He's not going to be able to likely find a kill unless he gets a timely bash here. On
Any bash? Any bash?
No. On though. I don't know if he's going to hit him a second time. No. Tofu definitely has his dancing shoes on as he's able to only get hit once.
I believe
Celery.
this is what some people refer to as NA driver. That's
Okay,
what that
sure. Celery, he's going to get soloed down. Amar actually gets credit for that kill. Now the Viper strike onto Diracho, attempting the TP out. Oh, he dies in the fountain. Oh, dear. Very unfortunate sequence of events for Gaimin Gladiators in this bot lane. That is now in the OG triangle, but Taiga.
Getting the Viper here would be a really, really good play to try to bring back Diracho. I think this is the right idea with this Invis rune, and it looks like Amar has no idea.
There's the initiation. He has to stand his ground with the Nether Toxin and the right clicks. It's actually
trade him
he's
away,
just gonna
though.
rot away inside. So it's a 1-for-1, and now Celery with the rotation of BZM will be taken out. So it looked like it was going to be a clean pickoff for Gaimin Gladiators, not to be, and it might be even more as Boom has to expend a lot of mana, but Taiga, not quite level 6 yet.
Maybe not, actually.
He's catching up. Shield crash, and he's going to get locked down into Oblivion, so another kill for OG.
And that is another big part of why Amar is so strong on this hero, is that even when the enemy team is going for his Viper to try to solve the lane after it's been lost, if his teammates are fast at rotating, Viper is a pretty hard kill. You can see Amar going for the traditional item build of
the Chronosphere, and Amar is on the other side as well.
That's a goner.
And uses the Viper Strike just to ensure another kill on a core hero for Gaimin.
What do you think about Amar's item build? I don't think I've ever seen this.
What do we got here today?
Has bought this multiple times before, and I just haven't noticed, but it just stood out to me. This is an item combination you very rarely see, Wraith plus Null.
Uh-oh.
Good steal there from Boom, though. He got some of it.
Indeed. He's gonna take an ice pack.
Oh, no. No.
Will take down eventually, though, to Misha. And now Celery looks to be next, potentially. Not even needing the rolling thunder.
My God.
Man, Gaimin they're getting punished every single angle of the map right now.
That is a kill I would have never expected there. The fact that OG finds that with that combination of Jakiro and Pango was really, really good. And it was on the edge, too. I think he died from the last tick of Dual Breath. It was the very last second, so also close call.
Uragi, the global silence, the Infest out, and they do claim themselves the Faceless Void. And it's hard not to look at the scoreline because it's a 3K lead for OG, but Taiga, he's going to be the next to fall, it looks like.
Okay.
So Gaimin able to get some important kills here to try to get back in this game.
Well, they've also taken half the mid tower, so not too bad. Great rotation there. Good first global as his number. And they could even kill him with an Infest Bomb, I think, without global. As long as they have that Witchblade. Should be enough. Taiga is going to find Celery.
Indeed, inside the cogs. Ace is here to watch for the time being, but Diracho pops the rage, and now the focus is on Taiga. Gets off the hook shot, and look at that range from Amar. They end up getting the support kill in the end as BZM gets off. Oh, doesn't want to go for the Rolling Thunder quite, but the Electric Vortex comes in. But you have to be careful to that Storm Spirit. The Infest into Ace with the trample. Not enough to finish off Taiga in the end as the Uproar procs. The cogs being used as a wall to be able to maneuver with this Rolling Thunder. That is going to be the death of Ace, and now the Chronosphere on his teammates, but the more important is on the Lifestealer, and Diracho will fall as a result. Not the prettiest of plays, but OG still get it done.
I don't really know if OG could have done much more there. What I'm wanting in mind, they didn't have that for that either, so probably even less eager to get anything done. But now that it is online and he has Maelstrom, perhaps OG are considering a move.
Radiant are scanning.
Hearing that the Infest Bomb ready to come, but the action's going to start onto Celery, who's just dead right off the bat. The Global Silence comes, though. Rolling Thunder already activated as Diracho able to claim himself the first kill. They're going to find another on top as Amar falls. The buyback was used on the Celery. As you can see, the BKB already activated from Ace. And Taiga at the root keeps him in place, and Celery's buyback ends up being worth it. So double kill for Boom as Gaimin taking a big fight for themselves, although BZM able to claim Tofu.
Well, pretty good from Gaimin. They're really getting value out of this Infest Bomb right now.
Yeah, of course, just a little bit. I'm sure it's really helped out a lot as Smoke.
Does break here. Uragi doesn't
don't know what direction. It is daytime.
Oh, guess this is wrong.
On the wrong side. Tofu. You have the zip coming in from Boom. Electric Vortex is there. And he's going to easily be taken out, so a big pickoff for GG.
Close to a time walk, but not quite. But that was global expended in half of Storm's mana pool, so maybe OG will look for something here.
Yep, they're going to start out onto Ace. Already at half HP, pops that BKB. Viper Strike as well, attempting to TP out.
Not enough.
Will be fine. But Celery, not so much. Again, the sacrifice, I think Gaimin is A-okay with that.
That was, I want to say, about a tenth of a second away from a
Smoke up and try to contest, but this Roche is going down.
It seems like the purpose of this from Gaimin Gladiators is to bait a fight. I think they know that they're not going to get it in time.
Yeah, they back out for now. So that's what they'll already use. As the hook shot comes in, will connect, but there's the global silence into the pulverize, so it looks like Taiga will be the first to fall. Gets off the cogs, and oh no, BGM stuck inside the cliff essentially. Again, after the shield crack, finally finds his way to the high ground, and Celery will be the first kill on the side of OG, but the buyback now onto the Jakira, but there we see Yuragi with the Chronosphere, all on the lifestealer, and he is dead. 50 seconds of no Duraccio, and that might mean OG gets Roche, but we'll see. For himself now as well.
Yep.
So just having these options for the cogs.
Yep. You need that for sure.
It's like here, Fest.
Celery.
But here comes the initiation from Boom. Look at the burst damage. Global Silence is there, but Yuragi pops the BKB and the Chronosphere. Trying to focus down Celery to start things out. They'll get him relatively easily. And now Duraccio gets destroyed. Misha gets credit for that, and Boom able to zip away. And Taiga, no hook shot here. So Boom is fine, but the initiation from Gaimin looked good initially.
And OG's counterplay just again proving to be too strong.
Yeah, Yuragi, he might use the Aegis here. Nope, time walks, he's fine. And now a lot of mana missing from Boom. BZM.
Are they actually
going that Rolling Thunder. Celery, he's going to be spotted and easily brought down from OG as Ace gets a Force Staff action. Now the zip in from Boom. This is going to be an Infest Bomb. They're going to try to focus down Yuragi. They get him. That's life number one. But the Storm is already dead. You can see the Uproar Aghanim Scepter from Ace doing massive damage as he secures himself a double kill. But now all onto Duraccio. Gets bashed up, gets brought down, and it looks like Ace is next on the list. Pops the Uproar one more time. Oh, he actually gets a nice polarized triple kill for him. And oh my God! Ultra kill, and then eventually brought down to Yuragi's hand.
How the hell did he get an ultra out of that?
Man, I love that Aghanim Scepter.
I have to say, it's kind of winning me over, right? 11 deaths here, and it's...
Oh, we got the zip in onto Amar. Duraccio. Oh, the BKB from Amar. He's going to try to walk away, and the rest of his team is here. The bash comes out of the swashbuckle, but now the global silence in retreat for Gaimin. But the Yule Scepter, Boom, out of mana, and brought down again. OG punishing everything that Gaimin is attempting here in this game number 2.
Amar's just so tanky. This is his standard Viper build. He tanks up. Dragonlance Scotty. 3k health, 25 armor. Lifestealer doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, Duraccio, he's gonna be jetpacked on, and the bash comes out from BZM, gets off the open wounds, but it's not gonna matter. He is caught out. And 2 big kills for OG, as they can try to extend this lead now. Of course, Roche, we want to be fine.
He was eyeing up the Shivas, but he changed it now to Refresher.
He gets hook shot, and the cogs back in, but the zip in. Oh, the instant bash onto Boom. He has to use these Yules just to keep himself alive. We'll have to zip away now, as even the Infest is used to actually disengage. Looks like Tofu's going to be the sacrifice, but that was an instant bash from the Swash after the zip in from the Storm Spirit. It's a little bit unfortunate for Gaimin, but they don't lose too much.
I believe the math on getting a bash when you... Oh, hang on.
They're going to go back in, and you can see they're going to blow up Amar right off the bat. And the buyback from the Silencer just to get the global silence off. And now the Pulverize coming through as well. Double kill for Duraccio, as Yuragi wants to try to fight, at least trying to get the Crystal Maiden. He'll do so. He'll time walk back out. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of now onto the Lifestealer, but he's got that Ghoul Frenzy, Cinder.
Imagine a smoke could be on the menu next. If they have any left, they don't, I think. None of them are on their supports, so maybe that's just not a possible play. Ace is showing himself.
Yeah, he was looking for something. He's going to get gone on again, though, and he's going to be bursted again. He does have buyback if he wants to expend it, but it looks like OG will likely just attempt to get back to base. So Gaimin again.
Oh boy. And
Yeah,
now
this
we're
has been
pretty much
flipped.
back to a 50-50. So anything, anyone's game again.
Indeed. That's a hook shot. Dyrachyo no more with the Aegis. He's going to get pushed back, but he gets the infest off in a creep, healing up a little bit, trying to get his HP back via right-clicking, but it's not going to happen. But the reinforcements have arrived as Boom able to get one, but Taiga buys back into the game. Ace pops to BKB, now focusing on Amar with that trample, doing quite a bit of damage. Now we'll have to just TP out.
From these jumps.
He's going to get hook shot on, and the item is still down there, but he pops the uproar. No more bashes as a result, at least temporarily. Dyrachyo's come to play as well. There's a zip in from Boom. The focus again onto Uragi, and he's dead again! Third time they've done this. Taiga, he's in his jetpack, and he's TPing home. They find a lone Jakiro, though. So Misha drops to the deck, and Gaimin seem to have turned this game around completely. They've been winning every little engagement.
I don't know, I do think you have to play tighter around the Void. And keep in mind, OG have one Force Staff, and it's on the Viper. He has the pipe.
Boom actually initiates onto BZM, but there's the Eon Disc proccing for him. Dyrachyo trying to re-engage, but he's going to get the infest off onto Boom. He's getting bashed into Oblivion, into the Rolling Thunder. They take out the Storm Spirit. Beautiful coordination from OG as Ace kind of left all alone right now, but he's a big, juicy boy, so might not want to touch him here, Cinderin. BZM.
A way for him of stopping the Primal Beast from doing his thing, though.
And now they're attempting to go high ground. No Storm for 15 seconds. You can see Ace does have buyback, despite being dead for 50 right now. Hook shot. And Tofu, he is donezo.
No buyback on him.
Yeah, 90 seconds of no silencer. That is big. Now they're focusing down onto Celery. He does have buyback himself, but Amar and company really want to go deep. The Chronosphere completely whipped other than Amar, and that is going to likely be the death of him. We'll see if he gets the tips or not, but either way, technically speaking, Gaimin does defend, and now the zip from Boom, finding the Jakiro. Double kill for him now. So they defend, and they got, no, the Aegis is still there, and it's still 4 minutes on the Aegis. Resetting. You can see Amar not too happy with being chronoed by his teammate. Understandable. The Ace is infested on. You can see Gaimin. If they can get the nice little cheeky kill on the BZM, that'll be a dieback.
Okay.
Zip. Okay, that's the Aghanim Scepter. Electric Vortex onto the both supports, and they're both dead just like that. And now pulverized, but the Eon Disc procs is BZM trying to find some distance. Dyrachyo company trying to focus down Uragi again. There's
double the duration of pulverize. Or you make it pierce BKB.
BZM is going to use his sharp, but they're going to try to focus down Amar. The open wounds is ripping him a new one, but there's the Chronosphere. Oh, he gets popped outside. Boom will live. Unbelievable. And we'll see if they're able to turn this around as Uragi. Oh my God, he time walks everything off. But BZM is taking the brunt of the damage, uses a shield crash, trying to get back to his base, but the onslaught finally finishes off the Pangolier. Dyrachyo barely alive as the Uproar doing a good amount of damage, but Ace will finally fall. So technically a 1-for-1 exchange. Tofu able to TP out. Everything is so close.
Everything is it feels like every team fight has some sort of detail that means everything.
Yeah, like, and it's always something very small, technically speaking, right?
Like one key backtrack, or one hero getting pushed a little, or one perfect force stab.
All right, the initiation onto Uragi. He's going to get pulverized. Is this enough? It is, but he does have buyback available. The bash not enough to keep Boom in place. Big rolling thunder from BZM as the Viper strike now to Dyrachyo. He's going to get chronoed as well, and he's going to be brought down. He also has buyback, though, but that's the bigger kill on Ace, who does not.
And he used Refresher, too, before he died, which I guess actually doesn't matter because he doesn't have buybacks. Thank you, Shane.
Great analysis as...
Got this one locked down. You also have a 9-second BKB on Boom. He finally buys it and has buyback.
A very late game BKB.
He got it minute 53. Okay, Taiga.
Is that going to be the kill on the support? But there's a global silence. Boom comes in with a beautiful electric vortex onto 2. The support is already dead, and Amar extremely low on top. But he pops the cheese. Now he's taking the right clicks from Dyrachyo. But there's the Chronosphere with the Macro Pyre on top. Is it enough to take out Dyrachyo? It's going to be close. He gets silenced, so cannot rage, cannot use open wounds. But he dies and buys back. 3 dead for OG. No buyback strikes available, and that might do it. Gaimin will have a free path to this next Roche.
Yeah, they're going to get
free
Misha
path
too.
potentially for the game.
Misha doesn't have buyback either.
Indeed.
4 dead on the sidelines.
Misha is done.
If they've kept track of the buybacks, they don't do this. So Gaimin Gladiators don't actually know the game state here. This is 100% over if they just push.
It's always very...
Absolutely no way Void could defend this.
Maybe they're just going for stats. They need Roche kills, Cinderin, to get their quest completed.
Yep.
Maybe that's a bonus that Gaimin Gladiators, the org, will give them. The more Roche kills.
We promised you would bring you the...
Oh, we get to see Life Stealer, Aghanim Scepter. Yuragi, he's going to get punished. The sheep stick is there. Please use Infest on top of him. For the love of God, no, we won't. But it's a full team wipe, and GG is called as GG. Gaimin Gladiators extend it to game number 3. What a game. I was not expecting them to come back, but
no.
That was it the second Roche? Or was it the
one they snuck?
The one they snuck.
Yeah, they
basically won the game.
Behind. What an insane comeback this was, honestly. Like, that's got to be such a huge morale boost too. You know that you were losing that game, and you still
from something like that. I mean, OG, it feels like they don't get affected by it as much as other teams that are. I mean, they're pretty young, right? But I think that storyline kind of them being affected by stuff like this kind of ended after the last major. Celery taking some heavy damage. There's the leap from Taiga. Another one. Right click to come. And he'll end up getting first blood as a result of it. As Taiga just continuing to roam on this Mirana.
Yeah, you just can't underestimate the Sunstrike factor. It's always going to be there.
Oh, Burrow Strike Sandstorm into the arrow. Even bigger kill coming out from OG in the top lane.
That was very greedy. Did he not expect Amar to be there?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Honestly, the worst part is the Sunstrike
coming, but it's going to be shared, it looks like, between Tofu and Ace. But still, these axes glimpse now onto Yuragi. He's getting very low. Has to pop the wand. The ice path used to dissuade GG from continuing on, but Taiga has TP'd in. Leap into the Starstorm. Not going to be enough to find a kill as Misha's taking the Thunderstrike damage from Tofu, so despite the TP coming out from OG, Gaimin Gladiators are the one that gets the kill.
I'm very curious what Tofu's skills here.
Amar in the Sandstorm. They have the vision, has to burrow to the high ground. Like he's fine.
What does Tofu skill? He's still holding his point. There's the glimpse.
Oh,
Yuragi's dead.
Ace gets credit for that one, and this bottom lane, absolute disaster for OG.
This is just such a high-pressure lane. Axe spam, Thunderstrike spam. Ghost Ship is really important in this game. I think damage mitigation, whenever you're playing against a lineup that has this much like one-shot burst, the Ghost Ship can really make a difference. They're going to find Yuragi. No song skill.
Yep,
he is done.
Gets hit. Duraccio even priming his ult. Not even needing it, though, because the Static Storm is placed with the raises in addition. More than enough damage to take out Yuragi. If they go for this tier 1 tower, but OG, they've come.
They glimpse the sinking away!
The Blink Dagger comes out as well from Amar. As Duraccio, he's getting very low. Will drop inside the Macro Pyre. It's going to be a trade for the Jakiro, though. As Taiga able to leap out, but still inside that kinetic field, as they end up taking out BZM on the sideline here. And 4 dead overall in favor of Gaimin. They lose the Shadow Fiend, but still, numbers on their side.
A good play from Tofu. That is so crucial that he finds that. They are Sand King with the time this hero is sitting on so much of your team's net worth, and he's somewhat frail, and you know, you get punished really hard. That time he wasn't even needed. He just sponged up damage and his team cleaned house.
Oh, we have the gank here coming out from OG, and they're going to find themselves, boom, gets off his Ghost Ship, but to no avail here.
BZM with a tip, missing the arrow on the Sand King stun.
Doesn't need it. But they do see this juicy stack, and it'll be a little bit of a slow one, but we have the glimpse top lane, Static Link, and the Roar expended. Looks like BZM is going to tick out here one way or the other. Amar able to TP top. We might find the trade on Tofu, but see Celery in his flesh golem form. If that Soul Rip available, and Duraccio's come to play as well. You can see the Tombstone dealing a huge amount of slow here.
Oh, nice from Amar there.
Find another kill in favor of Gaimin.
Well done. Dodges
tier 1 tower.
Dodges the glimpse with Burrow Strike. One of the only mobility spells in the game that can do that.
Assuming that a bunch of TPs maybe came in the in the fog, but
yeah, but you
play it safe here.
There's honestly the possibility that you can choose not to care there. There's a pretty big difference between OG's lineup in this game and the previous in game 1 when they had the Monkey King.
The Moonlight Shadow coming out. Boat is coming though. Looks like Taiga's gonna be the recipient of that again, and 2 supports likely to fall right off the bat for OG. 5v3 advantage. Tofu, never mind. He's the support to fall for Gaimin now. Yuragi's gonna be found out though. This will be a huge kill. Song ends up resetting for OG. And with only a minute left on the Aegis, not sure if they can go for the last tier 2. We'll see how Gaimin can play this.
Might want to burn it top. Like, I think you really...
To get that tier 3?
Yeah, I think you take the risk here. Okay, maybe not mid.
Oh, the initiation on Ace. He's dead right off the bat. Does have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to expend it though. X into the torrent. There's the big Requiem to follow, but doesn't really connect on much. Taiga does go down to the right click, but that's still a support for your off lane. Epicenter from Amar. Sunstrike to follow. Trying to take out the support on the Disruptor. They're going to get the Undying first though. Static Storm not on a whole lot as Dyrachyo pops the BKB. Trying to stand his ground. He gets a double kill for himself now, but the BKB has run out. The Song connects along with the Ice Path. That's life number 1. Torrent to try to slow this down, but Dyrachyo looks to be completely surrounded, and he's going to be brought down by OG. Tofu somehow lives, despite basically being the one initiated on his boom. He's going to get tornadoed. Now blocked up by BZM.
That's a lot of Fahrenheit.
A little bit later is Dyrachyo. Requiem coming. Not able to dodge it with the mirror image, but looks like the Naga will get away anyway. Well, at half HP is the Moonlight Shadow, keeping cover. Nice burrow strike on the 2 from Amar. Epicenter to follow. Sunstrike as well. And Ace is dead again. And only Dyrachyo and Boom left. The Ensnare keeps the Shadow Fiend in place, and it's looking like the death of him as well. The meatball surprise brings him to his knees. Double kill for BZM, and OG now back in the driver's seat. Boom showing himself in the enemy triangle. And in the cover of these illusions, Amar and company try to initiate Taiga.
Oh, he only found the one-man stun.
Ace again getting locked down. Sunstrike to follow again. Pops his BKB finally. There's the Primal Roar now on top of Amar. Still with the BKB, but gonna see Requiem from the sideline. Not quite enough to take out Amar here. But the axe out, he gets out of that as well. Amar, slippery man.
They still have vision on him for glimpse.
Finally clips back. Double kill for Tofu.
That's a gem.
That's true. Gem drops. Unfortunately for Gaimin, Roche not up anytime soon. Probably not. And they're just sitting in the pit, but you can see the smoke down from OG. They are ready for this potential fight here. And Roche has begun. They're gonna pop the drums. They really want to get this quickly, but OG are here. Sunstrike's gonna give him some vision. There's the Burrow Strike Epicenter as well. Into the Ice Path and Macro Pyre. Massive damage being applied. Finally, the BKBs come out. Dyrachyo with a massive Requiem for himself. He's just going for the Roche, but he's gonna use! BZM takes the Aegis. OG gets the Roche as well. And now they're gonna try to turn this around onto Dyrachyo, who has no BKB anymore. Massive fight for OG. And the Ice Path clips Ace, who has to BKB TP. He'll be fine, but...
Get it. Don't. Yeah, I wanna place here, guys.
Very calm. I would have been screaming. Something like that. But we're going to see a smoke from both sides. They're going to collide immediately. The Burrow Strike onto 2. Undying deleted. Ace and Boom able to get off their BKBs, though, in match for the entirety of Gaimin Gladiators. In fact, now they might have to back off as Ace able to get the correct Naga Siren with the Roar. But this is all in a defensive measure.
Dyrachyo
on the run. Dyrachyo trying to Satanic back up to a healthy amount. It's a good amount of damage, but Ace is dead, and now the Ice Path connects. And this is looking very, very bad for Gaimin as they lose their Shadow Fiend as well. And the Song just to cancel any potential TPs. Tofu spills 3 for 1 OG.
Yeah, this is starting to look more and more like a formality of just going.
But here's the Song just to kill Tombstone. See if they can turn this around on top. The Ice Path connects onto Celery. Dyrachyo gets off the Requiem as well, but it doesn't really connect on much. Ace gets the blink up with a nice double burrow from Amar. Inside this kinetic field are two members of OG. They find the first support, so 1-for-1 to start. Buybacks galore, though, as Dyrachyo trying to right-click his way out of this, but he is not doing anything, it feels like. The Death Requiem comes out. Ace and the rest of Gaimin on the run. Epicenter. Oh, Amar. All right, blinks to the high ground. On the other side of the ice wall, and it looks like this is going to be the death of Boom at the very least. OG trying to clean up even more as Ace on the high ground, being slowed to a crawl and being brought down again. And OG in prime position to move on here in the lower bracket of TI-11.
Yeah, if they were to just...
As well, looks like he'll make it back into the fountain as the song being used to control them.
That's good. Ice Path.
Nope, BKB from Dyrachyo, but if you have to use that next to your fountain, that's probably good news for OG. Glimpse back on a Taiga, but the mega creeps have come. The zoning is successful. Trying to focus that on a beautiful burrow strike from Amar. Ice Path to follow, but Dyrachyo with the Requiem from a good distance here, but they're really just working on the illusions. That's what's taking so long. And again, OG 4 minutes on the Aegis. Now we have the Deafening Blast. The 6 meteors come out, burning them in their own fountain. Epicenter to follow. Gaimin Gladiators will fall as OG will move on. Ace, the last remaining member of Gaimin, but he's going to die inside the fountain as GGs are called. So Gaimin Gladiators, a great year overall, but eliminated here at TI-11. And OG will move on.
Yeah. Whew. That was spicy. If you think back 15-20 minutes ago, that looked like OG could have easily been on the